cufflinks, everything sold at Macy's, and they're doing great. #1 selling tie anywhere in the world.
#1 selling tie anywhere in the world. You wouldn't wear that shirt?
We also have them in white and beautiful white.
Where are the shirts made? Bangladesh.
Well, it's good.
Okay.
We employ people in Bangladesh.
Ties? Where are the ties
they
made?
Have to work
These are beautiful ties.
They are great ties.
The ties are made in where? China? Ties are made in China.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, it's good.
Okay.
We employ people in Bangladesh.
Ties? Where are the ties
they
made?
Have to work
These are beautiful ties.
They are great ties.
The ties are made in where? China? Ties are made in China.
Well, I'll tell you, and you know what, David, in all fairness, I've been very open about that, and not all of them, by the way, but I've been very open about that. Are you okay?
Self-righteous, I feel like.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, Bill Maher is super self-righteous. If we're talking about tone, I'm not saying he should take on Bill Maher's tone, but what I'm saying is what Bill Maher has done, though, is he's used HBO in a way that's smart.
Yeah.
He gives himself the space to use. He can bring on anyone he wants to talk about whatever the fuck he wants to.
Without apologizing for it.
Yeah, without apologizing for it. And that's what annoyed me about...
No, that annoyed me too. The idea that we couldn't like callously make jokes about the death penalty. I feel like that's silly. And they went way overboard on that. Like, I'm ready to talk about the death penalty in a hilarious fashion. I don't need to watch a dumb hamster video. What was that hamster video?
Yeah, okay, so for those of you who haven't seen it, he makes a promise at the beginning of the bit. He says, oh, we're going to talk about the death penalty. This is really stressful. Even the president can't do it. So to reward you, I'm going to give you a YouTube video of a hamster eating small burritos. And that honestly felt like they ran out of shit to fill their show with, to me. Like, they had to circle back to this hamster video. That was ridiculous.
I do give them credit for finding a YouTube video that I haven't already seen. I mean, that was something.
Well,
I hadn't heard of this one.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard.
And we've got the soup for that shit. I don't need I don't need to spend the $8 a month or whatever it is on HBO for someone to show me YouTube videos.
Yeah.
All right.
But you do get Game of Thrones with the deal, so come on.
You do get Game of Thrones. All right. So our last question that we want to talk about, and if anybody actually has...
Put him under very careful control. His dear mother, Lady Margaret, Countess of Richmond. She was made governor of the Earl of Warwick. In 1486, when stories began to appear that there was another Earl of Warwick on the scene, Henry VII put his Earl of Warwick on display, public display at St. Paul's Cathedral, hoping that people would recognise him. And subsequently, he imprisoned him in the Tower of London. So he definitely became the third prince in the Tower then. But what is the problem with all this? How many people would have recognised the Earl of Warwick when Henry VII put him on display at St. Paul's Cathedral? How many Londoners had seen him on a regular daily basis? And indeed, how many people could recognise him at earlier stages in his life? When his father died, the Earl of Warwick had been 3 years old. So he didn't look like this portrait from the Rouse Rolls, which looks like a sort of